What is up, watch friends? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. Today I am wearing my Omega SMP 300. I feel that it's appropriate for this video since we are going to be talking about the new Omega Olympic 1932 Chrono Chime. Sorry, I think my mic is, I'm just tired of this. I got to get a new mic. I actually have plenty of microphones. I could totally do the setup with the mic stand and because I've got tons of that stuff, but I'm just keeping it the way that I keep it, sitting on my couch and talking to you guys, drinking a few beers. Also, thanks to Steel Steez for the watch giveaway, the Tissot. We delivered that today, and it was great hanging with you. We met over at Warner Brothers and gave him the Tissot. Sorry. Anyway, so we got a lot to talk about with this new Omega, apparently. So let's roll the intro and get going. You're watching Timepieces with Tony. Talking Timepieces with Tony. You're watching Talking Timepieces with Tony. Yeah. All right. So Omega, we know, have been around for a long time, since almost the beginning of time. But in 1892, they invented the first ever minute repeater watch, chimes and all that stuff. It was a pocket watch. And so hand that to them, you know what I mean? But then in 1932, the Los Angeles Olympics used the Omega as their official timekeeping device. So the Olympic 1932 chronograph is basically also comes in the Speedmaster. So now you've got the Speedmaster and then you've got the Chrono Chme 1932. I'm going to show them both. I don't know how I feel about it being in the 1932 movement, being in the Speedmaster. I just don't see that watch in that light. I just don't see it that way. It'd be better if they put it, I think, in a different type of watch. If you're going to put it in the essentially the Chrono Chime is a pocket watch that you can wear on your wrist. You know what I mean? It's big. The 1932 chronograph is 18 karat gold. They call it Sedna gold, with a grand faux enamel dial with 925 silver guilloche inner bezel and subdial, which is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. The blued hands are also 18 karat gold, red varnished split second hand. The chime pusher at the 5 o'clock position has a musical note. I think it's, I actually have to look at it again, but an eighth note, polished and embossed. I think that's pretty cool. There's an engraved case back, the coaxial master chronometer movement. And the movement took 6 years to develop with Blancpain. So Blancpain are a big part of this Omega as well. So, with that movement, six years to develop, and the engraving and all the work on this watch are phenomenal. The box that this thing comes in also is pretty stellar. I mean, Omega are known for their beautiful boxes. They're big boxes. It's nice to get them in this, but then after a while they just kind of sit somewhere, and they, and you don't really get too much use out of them. There's, there goes the strap, but little pouch. But this particular one, the Olympic 1932, comes with an additional leather strap, and it has 2 cords with it. One that you can wear it just as a regular pocket watch, or you can hang it around your neck. I don't know why you would do that. These watches are coming in at about $450,000, and eventually, I mean, essentially they're just, they're just, it's just art. I wouldn't even wear it if I had it. It would just be art sitting there. I'd wear it in my, I don't know. They're big too, 45 millimeter case. So I'm going to give you an example. Okay, so people have asked me what size my wrist is, and I had it measured at 7.5. I'm like, no, that can't be right. And then I was like, more like 7 maybe. So I really did it myself today, and I just to make sure I'm actually a 6.5 inch. Damn, dude, that's what happens when you have a few beers. But 6.5 inch wrist. So 45 millimeters on the wrist on a 6.5 inch wrist is fairly large. So I'm going to give you an example. This is a U-boat that is 45 millimeters, excluding this ginormous crown. So let's put this on the wrist, and you'll see how big this watch is. So I mean, it works. It fits. It's nice. Not the U-boat, but the size is okay, I guess, but it is kind of big. This is, I don't know, I would want to say the pinnacle of Omega's, of what they've done. This is horology in the highest form. This is an absolutely gorgeous timepiece. So having said that, who is this watch for? Who would buy this watch? Generally, the very wealthy. Keep in mind, you've got all these kids now that got their millions from crypto that are going out and buying Richard Milles and things like that. But I can tell you that any of these kids that are going out buying Richard Milles don't have any clue about this Omega. And they certainly wouldn't be buying one. They'd probably think of it as an old man watch or something like that. But I can tell you that if I was going to spend anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million on a watch, I certainly would not spend it on a Richard Mille. I would be more apt to spend it on something like this, on this Omega. I mean, it's stunning. It's a gorgeous watch. For the most part, none of us are going to be able to get something like this, but it's really fun to look at. It's really cool, the looking at the movement and listening to the chimes. If you noticed, I did not put the actual chimes in the video. I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike for using that video at all or not, but I'm just trying to be safe. So having said that, I appreciate everyone who watches. Like and subscribe, and you guys, we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.